Hey guys, this is a new video, Friday morning tip video. This will be just a quick one, but I found a process that works really well for me to get these. This is a new collaboration sign we're doing. We can't show that to you, but you will see it soon. But anyway, a way to get these drips off here. So what I've done is I've lined the back. This is epoxy resin on the front side of this, and I put the tape down so it would catch most of those drips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel that blue tape off of there. At the same time, I'm using my putty knife and a heat gun. If I can get my good looking assistant over here to help me out. By all accounts, he is the best looking one on the property based on his opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Other than Magnum.
Yeah, other than Magnum. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually apply heat in a down this side just a little bit at a time to loosen that glue. That's the idea, is we're trying to loosen the glue on the tape, and hopefully the drips, there's not too many here, but there is the rest of the way, the drips will stay on the blue tape. Let's find out. Figure out how I did this last time. I'm filming.
Well, just pulling the tape up.
The whole idea, again, is to loosen the glue of the tape, and hopefully the tape, if you're pulling it correctly, it will pull the drips off too. But even if it doesn't and it tears, then it's pretty easy to go back and take the drips off as well. Talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, good point. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
So that one pulled off really well, guys. That's what you're looking for. Ryan gave me a tip to pull that tape off at an angle, and it it's less likely to tear if you do that, if you pull it off in an angle. Still works, so if you heat up the resin, and hold the sign up. All right, you guys, so the whole idea behind using the duct, or not the duct tape, but the painter's tape, is that it comes off, and it does, in certain instances, it does tear. Now this was a little bit different, but these three edges came out basically perfect, and they, you can see that there's no drips, no sanding needed. The whole idea behind this is to eliminate the sanding. Now in this instance up here on this top edge, because it has a kind of an angle to it, the live edge angle to it, it was a little bit different because the resin went over that and then it actually dripped on the flat surface here. That's why I went ahead and I could have just sanded that, but what I want to try to eliminate is setting this down on its face, because the surface hasn't set up completely hard yet. And again, you guys will see that on a future video. So I really don't want to set this thing on its face if I can help it. So what I decided to do, rather than sand those down, by setting this on its face, is just heat up those drips with the heat gun, and then they just kind of scrape right off. So you're heating those drips, and a really good stiff putty knife just takes them right off. Now what I might do is just take some real clear spray and just hit this real lightly with some sandpaper, because the drips are gone, and then I'm just going to spray it and we'll call it good, and we're done. So guys, that's just a real quick tip. Now, oh, I forgot. Most people, or some people, like my wife, ask, well, why don't you use the red tape that's made for resin and for molds and stuff? The reason I don't use this is when the heat gun hits this stuff, number one, it's not strong enough by itself to just pop those, at least in my experience. It's not strong enough to just come off with the resin. It just tears, and it's just really a mess. You think this was a mess. This stuff really is a mess. Number two is when you hit that with a heat gun, it tends to kind of curl up and melt that plastic, where that just doesn't happen with the blue painter's tape. So now there might be a better tape that's in between those that works better, but the blue painter's tape does work well. It just takes a little getting used to. So that's my secret for getting the drips off the back of panels, boards, signs, whatever you're doing. I hope this is helpful, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please email me, eric@makeawoodsign.com, ryan@makeawoodsign.com, or vicky@makeawoodsign.com. Thanks again, guys. If you need supplies, the website's right up here in the corner. We so appreciate all of the support. We love you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.